Good morning, everybody. And guess what? We're done lambing. It's all over. Let's go out and we'll show you what we got left. There's Tammy and the little ones. And there's Bee with her little one. Hey, little guy. What do you think? Not too sure. Now, he's already about 3 days old. Yeah, I know I didn't get you out here for the birth. That was like at 4:30 in the morning. You can hear everybody outside. They went out to pasture. Let me close this door here just a second. So what happened was, I saw her in the camera. It was like 4:30 in the morning. Got out. I separated them, put her over here. She was real attentive to him. Yeah, it's a boy. Ram lamb. Everything was fine. I went back in the house, went to bed. I took a look one more time at the camera about 5. Probably fell asleep. Woke up about 6. Took a look at her about 6:15, and she was laying straining again. And I thought, what? So I came out quick, and she had one head to head out, and it didn't take too long. She got it out the rest of the way, but it was dead. Now, did it die because she had a hard time getting it out? Or did it die because, well, it was 2 hours late because it was dead? A lot of times if they got a dead one in there, the lamb isn't helping, and that's why it can take longer. So I'm not sure if it was already dead, if it died, and of course it was a ewe lamb, and mostly white. It was probably the flashiest one of the year. What are you guys doing? Huh? Yeah? All right. Anyway, so that's what we ended up with. End of year totals now, 12 rams, 5 ewes. So it was a ram heavy year, but I hear it's a ram heavy year for everybody. We're going to go outside and turn these guys out. And these guys are going out today too. It's been raining the last few days, so I left them in. Let me go outside and get things, well, let's see, we can do this. Hey, everybody quiet. You guys make too much noise. Yeah. All right. Now, we've had rain for, I don't know, a couple days now. I had quite a bit of it. I think I'm up over 3 inches of rain. So we're going to go out and make some changes on the pasture gate here quick. All right, so what I've been doing is the sheep have been going out to ewes, all except the 2 have been, let me turn this, you can see they're way down there. They come up this way, and I've been putting them out in this big pasture. But we're about to turn those new ones with them. So I want to change it. Turn the camera a bit here. And I only want to give them a small pasture. So I'm going to go ahead and close this gate up. And we're going to just kind of limit their pasture today to something a little bit smaller, so those little ones following mom don't end up having to go way out past over the hill out there. I don't want to send them down that far. So what we'll do, we're going to let all these guys out first, and then once they're out, then we're going to go ahead and open the door and let those others find their way out too. So I'm going to open the gate. I'm going to hang you guys up. And let's go over here, find a post. There you go. Get you straightened out. There you go. I'll hang you on the post. All right, girls, here we go. Who's ready? Go to it. And everybody on a run. At least it quiets down once they go out to pasture. That's for something. All right, let's go open this door and turn these out. Boy, it is a muddy mess, but hey, it's been so long since we had rain, I'm not complaining, not one bit. Well, I complain about the moisture. I would like to see it warmer so the grass will grow, and I hear that's coming next week. All right. You ladies ready to go out, boys? Yes, go ahead. There's one. And you follow your mom, little one. Yes, you follow your mom. Stick with her. Don't get lost out there. Stay away from the three musketeers. I got 3 of them that are just, I'll tell you what, they're little pains. Their mothers must be driven nuts. Those 3 are always into trouble. There we go. All right, girls, find your way out. You're in good shape. All right, let's go down by the boys for a minute. All right, for the boys. Boy, I tell you, they're looking a little bit rough. That time of year, everybody's shedding, and man, they look a little rugged. You look a little rugged there, Lil Wayne. I'll tell you what, horn growth has been really going. If we take a look at Stu over there, way on the far side, Stu got measured the other day. Yeah, I had everybody in. We're going to go over that a little bit later. Everybody was in. Stu, in the middle of October, we only measured 1 horn for length, the right horn. And for Stu, his right horn last October measured 12.5 inches long. Last week, it measured 22. He picked up 10 inches of length on his horn in just 6 months. Stoney is really starting to grow. He's been putting on some growth the last few weeks. I think he's like at 16.5. And Skeeter back there was 17.5 on his. Because he's got a little different style of horns. He's got that Euro background on the U side. But Stu picked up a lot of horn growth in just a short period of time. So, but we'll get more into that. Well, let me get these out and we'll get into more of that. I got some more stuff to do. And then later this afternoon, I got some stuff we're going to talk about with the rams. Well, guys, we're not getting along here. Callie, he just likes the babies. Yeah, he likes his babies. He likes to play with the babies. Everybody's here. They spent the day on the pasture. I lock them in at night yet. They don't really need it that long. I'm still giving them a little bit of hay. You can see in the feeder here. So I figured they're okay in the day. I want them back in here at night, those lambs back in under cover at night. So not that we have a predator problem, but that's just so soon not happen that way. Now, I said we was going to talk something about the guys. Guys are the same way. They're spending the day out in the pasture, and then they're in at night. Right, Stu? Yeah. Oh, and I do have to say, supper time around here can get a little interesting when you got a bunch of rams. Sometimes you have disagreements. And Skeeter here had a bit of disagreement with Little Wayne there. Little Wayne always likes to start things. Well, this time around, Skeeter said, "You may start it, I'm gonna finish it." And yes, he did, he finished it. So, I'll tell you what, they do look raggy this time of year. Boy, they look at they're shedding off. They look a little rough, but there's a good side to that. Last week, we brought all the rams up and put them in the catch pen, and we drew some blood. So let me show you a little bit of that.
In my dress, 13.
Oh, awesome.
We got it. We're going to the baby first. Okay.
Who do we got?
This is Stu.
Stu?
Stu.
STU or
STU.
All right. Stu, go.
Back in
Oh my
this
god,
corner.
got a lot of hair in there.
Yeah. Here, Alicia. Grab the tape measure. I'll let him do this first. Turn it just a little bit. Stay right here.
No, you're not doing that. Stu?
Yeah, there's Pete.
What's that?
There's Pete.
Yeah. It's been awful noisy lately.
Yeah, yes.
There you go. You need more than that. They're wasting it.
No, grab that. tape. Yeah. Just come right down. Put them on the top. There. Down around. Yeah, I get some.
Spicy one.
Yeah, he is. I got the 10 there. What do you got?
22.
All right. Open the door. 22.
Go, Stu.
Back in October, he was 12 and a half.
Oh, wow.
Are we ready? Yeah, we're gonna do you and Skeeter because you're not feeling gonna be the worst.
Skeeter?
Skeeter.
I'm here if somebody wants to let me in.
All right.
Must not like you, huh?
Yes, no. I don't like them castrated or something.
Hey. Did you get a measurement on him?
22 on.
22. He was 12 and a half in October.
Like Uncle Pretty.
I figured him roughly, if he has 8-inch bases
Yeah,
and 4 inches halfway down, that would put him at 68 right now,
yeah.
at 13 months old.
I was gonna say, he's just over here, ain't he?
13 months right now.
Is that Tammy's baby?
No,
That's.
that's a thriller.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no.
Uh-oh, got down to the glasses, huh?
Yeah. Look at that
At least I want to measure this one too.
Okay. Just want to open the door till we.
right there. That's who's hitting the most of it.
I think we're gonna go work on his building. See if we get
Tonight?
that scaffolding out of there, yeah.
I gotta get the
Oh,
baby
yeah, got
in
him.
All right,
30
come on
minutes.
in.
Town. Texted that they were almost done whatever they're doing on there.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You said you were ready.
Are you ready?
Close enough.
17 and a half.
17 and a half. All right, Mitch, let him go. Oh, ready?
Oh, oh,
This is the last one to measure. The last one.
oh. No.
Stony.
Stone.
Stony, S-T-O-N-E-Y.
All right.
You like that side? You like that side? You left-handed?
Good grief, I keep getting hairier.
Yeah.
There are more horns with hair. All right.
Tape measure? Got it.
16 and a half.
16 and a half. Okay, go ahead. What did you say the second one was? 18 and a half?
17 and
17
a
and a
half.
half. All right, so I got 22, 17 and a half, 16 and a half. I'll remember that. That's all we're going to measure.
Okay.
Ready for another?
How old is he? Same 13 months or?
Yeah, they're all about a year 13, but you want to grab them?
Yeah.
Let you go, Wayne.
Little Wayne.
He's yours.
Who is it?
Little Wayne. L-I-L.
L-I-L Wayne.
Wayne. W-A-Y-N-E.
Like the rapper, Pat. Come on, I know you got that album in your truck.
Yeah.
You might end up backing him into the corner, Mitch. See if you can stand for him. Got him? Yep. Let him go. So, wasn't as bad as I thought it might have been. Stu was probably the worst one to hang on to. I'll tell you, the horn growth on him has just been unreal lately. they're both, a lot of them getting a growth spurt, but I'll tell you what, put on 10 inches of horn in 6 months. I think that's pretty good. I don't know. Anyway, they were all in. We drew blood on all 6. I sent that in to test, just as I did the ewes, to make sure they are CL and OPPV negative, and everybody was negative. So, everybody here is negative for CL and OPPV, and that means we're going to close down for no new sheep coming in. I don't have a need for any new sheep to come in. Maybe in a few years, if we want to change the bloodlines a bit and do something different with the ram, that's fine, we can. But any sheep that are purchased in the future, they're all going to have to be tested and be negative before they go in with anybody else. If I buy one and he turns out to be positive, well, that's going to be my tough luck, because I'm just going to have to get rid of him because we won't have any positive. And my odds of purchasing an already tested negative is probably going to be pretty minimal, because almost nobody tests. I don't know why, but the sheep people don't bother to test. So when the time comes, I'll have to roll the dice, take my chances, buy one. If he turns out to be positive, now I'm out the money and I'll have to just resell him or take the loss or whatever. So, but that may be a long time down the line. For now, everybody's negative, and that is great. So I can now sell as having a totally negative tested flock, and I'm real happy with that. All right, guys, that is it for this week. Now sit back and let them grow. And is it too early to already start thinking about which ewes go with which rams for this fall? Not really, because I'm already thinking about it. Next time, that's what we're going to talk about. And we'll see if you guys watching kind of let you know what I'm thinking of doing, and maybe you got an idea of some crosses you'd like to see. See you next week.